morning, campers. Drift gently to the left.
0.1 mile ahead, turn right on ramp to Brownell Boulevard, then keep right.
Gotta love the 8-2 split when you don't really have time to edit videos. So, yeah, we just did an 8-hour break here at the way station. Basically just a park, sleep, wake up, pre-trip, go sort of break there, which is kind of a difficult style of break for me. I'm not very good at just stopping and going straight to bed. I need wind down time. Anybody coming? Sweet. We got a gap in the way station traffic. So we can just dart straight out here to the road. Way station's been open all night.
350 feet ahead, keep right on Brownell Boulevard, then turn right.
It's gonna be weird turning right out of here. Normally I turn left and go back to the interstate, but not today. Today we need to go towards Portland. Goodbye, way station. Goodbye, parking spot. Oh, drop speed, 25 over the bridge, 25 over the bridge. Alright. It's gonna be a good day. We've got 4.5 hours to get to Salem, Oregon, which is just south of Portland. Well, Aurora's just, well, Clackamas and Aurora are just south of Portland. We're going to Salem, which is south of Aurora. Aurora is where we were parked yesterday morning. So it's entirely possible we'll wind up right back at that Flying J tonight. Entirely possible. That's probably the closest washout, honestly. So yeah, I guess going back to that J would be a smart plan. This wind is kicking my butt. Look how choppy the water is today compared to yesterday. Ugh. This is a bit more challenging of a drive today, even though we are now loaded where yesterday we were empty. Certainly keeping things interesting. We're making pretty good time. Got 170 miles to go in 3.5 hours to do that. So that's not bad. We're still about 30 minutes ahead of schedule. Let's say about 25 minutes of wiggle room, because we do lose some, the speed limit drops the closer we get to Portland. So you got like 20-25 minutes of traffic wiggle room. That's not as much as I would like going into Portland, because it's Portland. But, you know, it's still a non-zero amount, so it's helpful. It is helpful. Also, it's worth noting, our customer is not right off the freeway. So we'll have to deal with a little bit of traffic through the city of Salem until we get to our customer, which is going to cost us 5 to 10 minutes as well. So that'll be fun. We're in the Columbia River Gorge. Of course, I mentioned this yesterday. Probably my favorite drive in the entire country. It's just absolutely spectacular. It is definitely greener today than it was yesterday, isn't it? I feel like it's very much greener. Not now, Maxwell. The difference of 24 hours in a little bit of rainfall made is quite a bit. Quite a bit. Not a lot, but a lot more than you'd expect from a single day. There's a definite difference. So, I mean, yeah. Here's the way in motion. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do. meaningless bypass of a close. Oh, I think it is open. It is! Yay! That was actually a real bypass. Woo! Alright! I am loving this new pre-pass working in Oregon thing. This is pretty great. That's 2 way stations we've avoided today. 3 on this trip alone. And this is the heaviest I've had my drives loaded in, I think, maybe ever. I was only 60 pounds below the maximum on my drives. So, I think that's as close as I've ever come to 34,000. Not that this is a great setup either way. Ugh.
2.1 miles
go straight
ahead,
into the
turn
right lane
left
then.
on Sunnyview Road northeast.
Yeah, I wound up taking that lane anyway, so. Ugh.
2 miles ahead, turn left on Sunnyview Road northeast.
Alright. Old Oregon town. Extreme caution. Traffic cameras. Alright, let's just keep it slow. There's red light cameras here. Hey, an Americold warehouse. I bet that's a customer of ours. This road's not nearly as bad as I was expecting, but still. Caution shall be taken. Alright, I don't think this is as tight as it looks from here. Is that bus? Oh, that's a very short bus. Oh, goodness. 14.9, really? That's 14.9? Are you sure? That didn't feel like 14.9.
0.2 miles to 1508 Sunnyview Road northeast on the right.
we got out, or we got in and we got out. I had to back up a block to get back to the entrance, but success was had. I can't see anyone's blinker, so I don't know if any of the traffic coming is turning or not. A little annoying. Going in there. Alright, that explains why he had to block that for me. No train horn, no problem. Oh. Gotta be careful in situations like that, because if you go to turn around the truck that's letting you out, sometimes people will try to pass them, and that's a whole problem. But was not today. So let's get the heck out of here. Oh. Bummer. Dink. I can definitely turn there. That's probably the best time to make that turn. This is when folks are turning left in front of you. All right. We've escaped without cargo. Yes, that's right. We have unloaded successfully. Nice empty trailer. Let's head back up to the Flying J, where we can top off our fuel tanks again and get the trailer washed. Okay, we got our washout, and we've got some fuel, and we've got to get back on the road because we're not stopping here today. No,
0.2 miles
thank
ahead.
you.
Merge left on I-5 north.
Nope, we're not stopping here. We're going right back up the canyon for the third time in 24 hours. 24 hours? Yeah, close enough. For the third time in 2 days, let's put it that way.
14.7 miles ahead, take ramp to I-5 north.
I know, we got our next load dropped on us while we were doing the washout. So I went ahead and topped off the fuel tanks on everything. That reminds me to reset my fuel counter. We're probably going to be stopping here for fuel again tomorrow. No, wait, no, I'm probably not actually, because I'm probably taking 97. Yeah, I suspect we'll be on 97. So our next load, we drove by the shipper this morning and last night. The shipper is on Route 12 in near Walla Walla. Right near Walla Walla. It's in it's in an area of it's called Two Rivers, but the address for the shipper is Wallula, Washington, which is right by Walla Walla. Yes, Walla Walla, Washington is a real place. That's not just a joke. That's actually a real location. And we are going to Wallula to pick up cargo. Alrighty, we escaped Portland. Got hung up in a bit of traffic, and then I accidentally got on the wrong ramp. So I wound up on 84 westbound instead of eastbound. So that cost me 20 minutes to get that fixed. Oops. That sort of thing happens sometimes. You know, every now and then you make the wrong choice. the wrong ramp, and I've been back and forth on 84 so much I just got east and west mixed up, which is a stupid mistake to make, and it could have ended badly. Luckily, I know part of Portland well enough that I'm like, you know what? All right, I'm just gonna go straight through downtown. All right, you guys should really pass me before we get to the construction zone, please. Just gonna go straight through downtown, and then get on I got back on I-5 North, took I-5 North up to the US 30 bypass, which is an old routing of US 30 that was designed for trucks to avoid going through downtown before the interstates were built. So it's a truck route. It goes near a bunch of customers we have up there. So I just hopped on that, took that east back to 205 to 84, and then we're back on 84, and it's all good. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Cost us about 20 minutes. Shouldn't be too big of a deal, I don't think. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not terribly worried about it. We've still got plenty of time for me to do a 10-hour break and still have time to get to our customer in the morning. Equipment ahead. If you're wondering why all the trees look so weird, this is kind of the area that got burnt up pretty bad in wildfires this year. I mean, clearly these trees on the right came out of that all right, but the ones on the left did not. These are the same species of tree. They should look the same right now. They very much do not. But I'm really actually pretty surprised at how good a job they did keeping the fire relatively contained. I mean, the grass has come back with a vengeance, hasn't it? You can hardly even see the scorch marks on some of the trunks anymore from all the moss. I'm mad at myself for making a wrong turn. Am I allowed to be mad at myself? That was dumb. That was a rookie mistake, and I did it. But I didn't compound my rookie mistake. Like, when I made the wrong turn and got on 84 going westbound, my GPS corrected itself and tried to bring me through a turnaround to get me back on the interstate going in the correct direction. And I ignored it, because that was in downtown Portland, in an area I do not know that well, and I'm really glad I ignored it, because I did at one point. I went underneath the ramp that I was supposed to use to get back onto to get back onto 84 going westbound or eastbound. Going eastbound. I was on westbound and trying to get back to eastbound, and I drove underneath the ramp, and there was a no truck sign on it. So it's like, I wouldn't have been able to do that anyway. My GPS attempted to lead me into disaster, and by just holding fast and not turning into a quivering, overly relying on the GPS mess the second something went wrong, we got out of it all right. It cost us 20 minutes, of course, but we didn't get stuck anywhere. So that was a kind of important lesson. Once I got off route, I didn't just panic and immediately follow the GPS trying to get turned around and potentially get into an even worse situation. I just kept it cool, waded through some more traffic. That was the annoying part, is I wound up stuck in two backups that I didn't need to be in. Waded through the traffic, got to the route that I knew to get back to 84, and we did that. So it was a little bit further than maybe I necessarily needed to go. There were probably some linkages that we could have used that would have gotten me straight up to the 30 bypass without having to go all the way back to I-5. But we stuck to the roads we knew and made it work. So I am perfectly pleased with how that turned out, even if I'm still a little angry at myself for making the mistake in the first place. going to be really mad if this means now that we aren't going to get to Love's. We'll see.